And I'm your host, Steve V, and this is my... Thank you.
Live audience.
Hello. This is new for us, too. This is my partner in crime. No, we are not boyfriends.
No, we are...
Everybody keeps asking us.
I said it really fast.
Kodi Maurice Doggette, how the hell you doing?
Hello, darlings. I am doing wonderful. I'm here on the Vacaya resort vacation, having a wonderful time with all of you beautiful people. Thank you for coming out today.
Yes.
Yes.
It's first day of Dia de los Muertos, so 2-day event here in Mexico, and of course Puerto Vallarta. Many of you guys are going to be going on the parade, which is going to be exciting.
Yes.
So we're excited. We are live streaming. We do this show twice a week. And the Wednesday show is always live streaming. We're on Crowdcast right now. We have
Crowdcast.
A lot of our audience watching us over there. We'll try and look for some questions if we can there. But this is our first studio audience in a minute.
In a while.
Yeah.
It's my first ever.
Okay.
I'm a studio audience virgin. I haven't been a virgin in so long.
That is for sure true. But hello, everybody, and should we get into Hot Topics?
Let's go.
We've got a lot of special guests coming your way in this next hour. We've got some, I was going to say, advice that we are going to be giving to a couple of listeners out here, sex and relationship advice.
Oh, yeah.
And more importantly, we're going to be talking about the red light district, shenanigans and all that stuff. So I'm sure some of you have been out there. So let's get started. Get into your seat.
Let's go.
All right. Kodi, it is about last night. It was Halloween.
It sure was.
And I really wish Kodi would have actually entered the contest because it was prom night. That was the theme. And Kodi, tell me about your costume because I think you should have really enlisted yourself.
So I was Ruby Rod. I know I saw a lot of you there, and so many of you came up to me and said, I recognize this costume. Thank you so much for doing that because it made me feel really seen, and I really, really appreciate that. I had the iconic Ruby Rod wig with the unicorn horn on it. I had the boots. I had the microphone. I was doing my best Fifth Element impression.
And you left little to the imagination because I liked your interpretation. Chris Tucker in a very lavish outfit,
yes,
leopard print. You actually were in a unitard that showed a lot of your skin.
I mean, I was getting my Jane Fonda on, definitely. I was in a onesie, and all the cheeks were cheeking. All the cheeks were out on display for everybody to see. I was having a great time. And, I mean, I even got your cheeks out, too, so...
Yes, my G-string was out a little bit later. So for my Halloween costume, I was a Ken doll. Not Malibu Ken, but Killer Ken. And Kodi helped me put on the blue contacts.
Yeah,
and
those contacts.
That was a whole situation in and of itself. But to be honest, I looked a little scary.
It was very menacing.
And I had this knife in my hand that I think I took too seriously because I was dancing around like Britney.
Yeah.
And thinking and even pointing to people with the knife.
And poking people. You poked me. You poked plenty of people out there. You owe half of the audience reparations because of your poking them.
I was poking people that I wanted to poke me later at the red light district, to be honest. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Definitely.
And everybody looked really great. So really congratulations on all of your outfits, I think, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes, absolutely. It's time, I think, right?
Oh, let's go.
So we are going to bring up some special guests in this next hour. And the first special guest is somebody I hope you have met. He's the co-founder of Vacaya, y'all. Please welcome Patrick Gunn to our live podcast.
Patrick!
Hello, podcast. And hello to the two of you.
Hello, you look amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh
I got out of my
gorgeous.
Vacaya uniform just for you guys.
I love it. Bring the mic just a little. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So you are an avid TAGSPodcast listener. You told me that.
I am.
What do you love about us?
You really like us.
I'll
I'm
tell
joking.
you a little story. I've been on a weight loss journey since last December, and I discovered your podcast. And so you have been on my daily walks, and you have inspired me to walk for an hour or more. And I use your podcasts to just get through the monotony of walking, because it is one of the best things that you can do. And what I have found about your podcast is that I walk away from each one, I've been inspired, I've been moved, and I've been taught something. But more so, I've done that and I've been entertained. I think it also has to do with the fact that both of your voices are very, very helpful on a walk. Very sultry. Yes, exactly. And so I think of the two of you, and it just inspires me to move my body every day.
Well, congratulations on that, and thank you
so
for
much.
being such an avid listener.
Yes,
so yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
And also, congratulations on Of a Certain Age.
Oh, thank
I
you. Shameless plug.
Our brand new podcast, Of a Certain Age. Yes.
Yes, I have already listened to episodes 1 and 2.
Yay.
And that was here, because that's the other thing, is they're great for working. So I can be listening to you guys and I can work at the same time. So yeah,
Fabulous.
keep
Thank you
up.
for that. Yeah,
welcome.
absolutely.
So what I was really struck by was the inclusivity in the community here. So I want to thank you for that. But what really inspired you to want to breed that type of community, of inclusivity, of having all walks of life here?
Yeah, it's something that, while a lot of it is, our mission minded, but there's also a business aspect of it too. We looked at the market when we first started Vacaya, and we interviewed a lot of younger people, and the younger people said, hey, I want to travel with my friends no matter who they are. They could be straight, they could be bisexual, they could be fluid, they might not even know, but I want to travel with them, but I want to do it in a queer environment. So from a business perspective, it just makes sense, but
Absolutely.
also from a philanthropic mindedness, it also makes sense. And we are backing that up with multiple initiatives. So we don't just talk about it. We have these pronoun pins that you see here on my
Even
shoulder.
the people here at the resort are
They
wearing
do,
it.
yeah. But we did that in order to operationalize, a topic that's challenging for a lot of people. It was even challenging for me to get my arms wrapped around it. How do I go into a cruise line or a resort and have all of their employees be able to recognize the pronouns of people that I may not even know what their pronouns are? So we came up with these great pronoun pins. We wear them in support, and also anybody who wants their pronouns recognizes them, wears them, and that way everybody from a hotel staff worker number 47 all the way up to the GM of the hotel can recognize that, and along with our team members, basically be able to support people in how they want to identify.
And it puts it in no question. I love that. That's so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Well, we have to talk about the red light district.
One of my favorite topics.
Yes.
Okay.
We've both been. We're going to tell our stories in a minute. But I really want to know, where was the inspiration? Was there any controversy? How did it come about?
Yeah, there is controversy, but I think when I hear about anybody saying, well, why do you have that on your cruise? Or why do you have that at your bigger resorts? And what I would say to them is, we're all human, and the mass majority of humans like to have sex, and we just want to bring it out into the open. We want to live out and proud every day, and that is part of it. And while not everybody wants to have sex in a public space with other people that they may or may not know, those of us who love it are very passionate about it.
Absolutely.
I know you guys share my
Some of you too, I see over there, yeah.
And so at the end of the day, we wanted to bring that out of the shadows and, take away the stigma. I treat the red light district no different than I treat the dining room. I welcome you as you come in, and I say, how was your experience as you exit? And so it's just, and our guests have reacted mostly very favorably, because they said, gosh, you took the stigma out of it. I don't even feel any shame in going there. And so we've accomplished the goal in that. And to anybody who doesn't quite understand it, I would say, come and experience it, because it's so much more than about sex.
Yeah.
The conversations that are had in that environment are truly amazing because everybody's barriers are down because they're naked.
Amongst other things, I was
Yeah,
going to
exactly,
say.
exactly.
I mean, I know you have a question, but if I could say one thing about Vacaya is you guys listen to your audience and future audiences and are always willing to tweak and update, and that is just so refreshing to know that a brand really does that. So awesome, yeah.
Yes. So I know 2024 is pretty much booked, but what can you tell us about any upcoming trips that Vacaya has?
So that is one of the other pillar missions of our company. We are all about bucket list destinations. So we were the very first all LGBT charter in Antarctica. We were the very first in Seychelles, and we will continue to take LGBT people to places on full resort or full ship charters so that they can travel with like-minded adults to even more bucket list destinations.
Yes.
So I would encourage anybody to do two things. A, go to vacaya.com, check out our
Absolutely.
upcoming trips because they are amazing destinations. And then two, we are almost sold out of everything that we currently have on the website,
Which is great.
is a great position to be in. But don't get discouraged by that, I would say, because get on our wait lists. We clear a lot of our wait lists, and so I just encourage people to do that. So vacaya.com.
Lovely.
All right, thank you so much,
No,
Patrick.
thank you guys.
Patrick.
I
I
love
really
working with
appreciate it.
you. I
Yeah,
love
we
being
love
here
you
for-
guys
yeah.
too.
Thank
Thank you so
Yes.
much. All the
Patrick,
support
a round
you've
of
given us.
applause.
Yes. I love it. And we're having a blast this
Always.
week here, getting into some shenanigans. And some of the shenanigans that we're actually getting into are the red light
We're gonna talk about this right now.
We are going to talk about this right now because we have a slew of people we want to bring up.
That's right.
And when I was on the Caribbean cruise earlier this year, it went to all great destinations, and they had a red light district on the boat. It was rocking at times. It was late at night. It was in a basketball court, but it was transformed into mood lighting, music. It was so sexy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was wondering how they're going to do that or top that here at the resort in Puerto Vallarta, and they have really outdone themselves. One of the things you do is you take a boat ride out to the Vacaya, and I don't know if we can't. It hasn't quite.
It's not
parked,
here yet.
but it's looming in the distance with a red light, and you do.
In all of its sexiness.
And that makes it. I'm so excited when I see that. I'm
I
like,
know.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, that is my...
That alone.
It's my island over there. I love it. So my sex island.
Oh, sex island, yeah. So when you make your way over there, you get on a Tinder boat and you make your way over there. It's a little rough at sea, if you will, for a second there.
In a good way.
In a good way. But they are there to meet and greet you. And I just have to shout out, I know one of our guests is going to shout out about Jet, who is kind of running the whole program over there. I know, Tommy, you're going to talk about it a little bit in a minute, but he is, well, fine. I'm just going to be honest. I know our regular audience wants to hear us talk the way we
Tell us how
normally
you
talk.
really
I
feel.
know. But once you're greeted there, you can check your clothes. You don't have to check your clothes. The other really cool thing about the red light district is you could be a voyeur if you want to be a voyeur. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And you could always get back on a Tinder, and it's just like 5 minutes, less than 2 minutes
Oh, yeah.
away. So it's
So good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I went last night, and I thought it was pretty much a job requirement. I was like, this is my peer review. If I don't perform well when I'm on the red light district boat, then I didn't know what was going to... Was I even going to be on this show today? So I don't know.
No, the answer is no.
But yeah, it was just amazing. We went out there on the Tinder, and it was lovely. We got to the boat. I was greeted by Patrick, of course, and many other men out there. I said my hellos. I went around the boat. I explored the whole thing, and I just wanted to make sure that I got the lay of the land, basically.
Did you get the lay of the land?
I got a lay of more than just the
You
land,
did.
honestly.
How much fun? What can you share? I mean, I woke up today with like, why are my knees kind of scraped up and I'm like, oh,
Why, Steve?
I think I know why they are, and yeah. So I vote for knee pads in my luggage.
They should
for
trade
the
out
next-
your clothes for knee pads, I think.
Yeah, Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And the other-
Especially like you. You could sell knee pads on the shore, I think.
Oh, side business.
Here
Side
we go.
hustle. You know, podcasting's a hustle. So yeah, definitely. One of the things that we were talking about that we were laughing at is if you do check your clothes, they put them in a bag, a lovely plastic bag.
Yes.
And put your number on it. But where do they put the number?
They put the number right here. My whole number is
There's
right here still.
A whole number?
Yes.
That's what we're calling. I
Yeah.
still see. Let me get.
I think
this.
I'm the whole number 23. Honestly,
You still got some remnants on your arm right now.
Baby, you're hoe number 3. You're the original hoe, okay?
Hey, listen. Jet put it on my arm. So
Jet put
whatever
it on
Jet, I flew JetBlue over here.
You flew jet out there.
I flew Jet out there, and yes, and so yeah, I'm sticking to number 3. But yeah.
Okay.
Really fun times out there. I encourage everybody to go check it out at some point. Like I said, so many ways to experience it, and it's just kind of like a story to take back home, if nothing else.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Okay, well, we have some guests that we want to bring up that are going to kind of talk about the red light district a little bit more. And some of you who do watch us, and we are again streaming live on our website, Tags Live over here. Again, we're Talk About Gay Sex, the live edition. And if we could bring up Marie and Mikhail. Mike. Sorry, I know we were supposed to say it the other way around.
You guys are going to be right here.
So actually, Marie, you were a guest on our recent Tags Live talking about Vacaya.
And I couldn't stay away. You're just so gorgeous, and I just have to keep coming back.
Likewise. Oh my God, I love your earrings.
Oh, thank you.
They are puffy and
She's quite fashionable.
I mean,
case
you're
you
doing
didn't
it,
know.
baby.
And Mike, is this your first Vacaya?
No, this is the third. We are road dogs together. Like, we travel together. We have an amazing time every time we go someplace. This is our third Vacaya trip.
Nice. This is your gay husband, you were telling me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What does that really mean? Tell me.
It is the best possible kind of husband to have, I think.
Thank you.
You know, like, he can do things like clean, and he smells nice, and he keeps himself looking well. Like, what's more to ask for?
Right. And I have money.
Oh, there's no kids.
Yeah, we don't deal with broke people anymore. We've lived that life once upon a time. So yes, we have a fun time together. Yes, I would describe her as my bestie, my work wife. Once upon a time, that's how we met.
Yeah.
Through work.
Cool. And can you tell us a little bit about your experience in the red light district? What is your whole number? Tell me.
Oh, so, yes, I was there last night. My whole number was 20.
Okay.
19
You
and
right
20.
right before
19
me.
and 20.
Okay.
Exactly.
We all did a field trip out there together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
for research.
So the red light district was super fun. It was a little bit different, as you talked about, right? With it being on its own boat versus the big ship. But it was a good time. I topped, and I was surprised that I also bottomed as well, and saw some really great sights, and it's fun. Oh right, because I get to be a Vacayaneer, right?
Yeah.
So far I'm the only woman who has been going to the red light district regularly, but the guys are great. You know, those who are into it, they're into it. Those that are not, they are not. But I'm not, no one looks at me strangely. They look at me, and then they look down, and they know exactly why I'm there, right?
Oh, hey.
There's no questions.
Because of the strap on.
Yeah. Because of the strap-on is what you
Yes.
said?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
I
know
renamed
exactly.
the strap on.
Yes.
Is it? Can I say what I renamed the strap on?
I prefer
what
my
did
name
you
for
name?
it.
What did you name the
My
strap
name
on?
for it is Big Perp.
Okay, I don't like that. I like Grimace better. But
Also
both
known as
work,
Barney.
right?
Yeah.
Both do work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
Big perp.
I may have gotten a little carried away when I picked it out, but
I love it.
I haven't gotten any complaints yet, though.
You're a
No.
pioneer.
Because I got on the ship and she was already topping, and I was like, girl, you just got here. Like, how does this even happen? You have found, in any vicinity, you will find the one or two people that are definitely all about this, and it's just like a magnet.
I thought
is
about it.
phenomenal. At any gay space, I'm like, bitch, they like you more than me. Why is this?
I mean,
Big perp. That's why. Is it a question?
Yes. Okay.
So, Mike, we got to hear from you. What did you think of the red light district?
I enjoyed it. This is not my first time on the red light district. You know, I'm a regular customer every time I go Vacaya, and you know, I am fairly adventurous sexually, so I am acquainted with group spaces. And so the red light district for me has been a very nice outlet, certainly a very relaxing spot to unwind and to release.
We're
And
talking about the
so-
red light district, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
There's a bit of embellishment happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's release is real. It's very real.
It
It's
is,
very,
but you were engaged in some vigorous activities last night that I would not.
I mean, that's true.
characterized as
That's
relaxing.
true. I have been
For
known
anyone
to
that was involved in it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, there were some activities that occurred, and they're just so welcoming, right? They're just so giving.
Everybody's so
so
friendly.
nurturing.
Friendly.
People are just very friendly with their mouths, especially, and
Indeed.
that's what I found.
Yes.
It's just
You know
yeah.
what? That's the first place you want.
That's the first. Absolutely, right? That's where it all starts.
What about various other holes? Can I ask
I
you
mean,
about
yes,
that?
I was involved in some other people's holes. Yes, that is true.
Okay.
Vigorously.
Vigorously.
Were they friendly holes?
They were friendly holes.
They were
very
very
loose as
very
well.
friendly holes.
Let's just be honest. They were loose. Okay.
That means they're welcoming.
yes,
Yes.
exactly. Accommodating.
That's all that means. We don't judge here.
Accommodating. No, we don't judge here. No, we do not. No, we do not. Because sharing is caring.
And the three of you took the party back here after
Yes.
it had a little after I ordered some food.
Yep,
Yes.
yep. We had
I
a good
heard
old
there was a
time.
little daddy action.
Oh, we're gonna
There
talk
was a
about that
daddy
in
off.
a minute.
Okay.
Look.
Tell about. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and newsflash, I'm the daddy that ended up in the fight. I don't care what these bitches say. It was me.
Wow.
Okay, I love that.
Wow.
Period.
Okay. Yes.
Love it.
Well, speaking as the
All right, Daddy.
Yes. Okay. And I'm the only one with actual biological children here. Thank you.
Oh,
You
here
know,
we go.
Only male with Anywho. So I was not trying to take offense because you could call me. Listen, I will call you daddy under certain circumstances, and it doesn't matter who.
When you
But-
want to get what you want.
Wait, exactly. I know how to give and receive, honey. So that's where I'm at with it. But
As you
so
can tell, there was a lot of debate last night. as to
Exactly.
Who the biggest daddy is,
there
will ever be.
there was, yes. Uh-huh.
Instigated by a certain somewhat.
We have another guest that we'll ask Cody on that one and
Oh,
put
yeah.
him on
Okay.
the spot.
Oh yes, because Cody was determined to state that he is the biggest daddy, and I said, "Okay, daddy."
It's clear. I don't understand where there's no debate on this.
Well, if you're measuring daddy by size, then okay.
By who got the most done last
But
night? Would
wait-
be me.
But,
It was
wait-
me.
but wait a minute.
Newsflash.
When I was walking down the stairs, what did you say to me as far as what
That's-
was going down
that's
in
beside the
size?
point.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
beside the point.
Exactly.
That's beside the
so
point.
there we are. And
Maria and
here we
Mike.
are. Maria and Mike.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much,
You
guys.
are
A round of applause
awesome.
for Maria and
Yes.
Mike, guys.
Wait, real quick. Do you want to shout out how people can follow you real quick or anything?
Oh, absolutely. So, an organization that I help run is called DC After Dark. We have a WordPress website. We are an explicitly queer and kinky organization based out of DC. We have a happy hour every week, as well as our own events. So in February, we're throwing a party at the Baltimore Playhouse for those in the kink scene in DC. So please look us up. We are here for everyone. We are trans and person of color centered. Everyone is welcome. But that's who we choose to center marginalized folks because everyone else tends to have their own spaces. So we're creating a space for those demographics.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Wonderful organization.
Mike,
you, Maria and
anything?
Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God, so many great guests
I know.
on this. Marie was on our recent podcast, Tags Live.
Yeah, fantastic.
Somebody else that was on a recent podcast that's here, he goes by @SurferJock805. We're going to see if he really is a surfer.
Bring it
Please
on up
welcome
here.
Social media influencer Chami Alexander to Tags Live.
Hello.
Hi, babies.
Hello.
How we doing?
How are you doing? Yeah, you've had a busy day.
It's been a busy 4 days, but it's been amazing.
Has it been 4 days already?
3 days?
We
I don't
couldn't
know.
I know.
count it.
You tell me. What day is it?
Really, seriously, yeah.
Time check, anyone?
Wait, are you a surfer or not?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. No, I surf like big waves and stuff. That's like, I grew up since age 12. My dad was a surfer, so
Nice.
it's on my profile picture and stuff.
Oh, cool.
You never look at my account.
I do. No, I do.
You're like,
Yes,
I
I
will.
will. Oh,
Yeah.
but you had a really busy day today. You were
Yeah.
out in the sun. Tell us a little bit about that because
Yeah, we went with Jet's private boat tours.
That's the jet I was talking about earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, that same jet.
Same
That's
jet
why I
as
wanted
the
you to
red
shout
light
out.
district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jet's
Cool.
private adventures.
Yeah, and I've actually been on that tour before, like just purely as a guest. And today we did like a photo shoot, and then got to hang out afterwards, and it's so amazing. First of all, the beach is beautiful. Like you feel like you're in Fiji or something like that. The staff are the most free-spirited queer people, like ever, or not ever, but like literally just really free-spirited, nice people. And everybody, not everyone, but most people are getting naked and being free and comfortable in their own skin, different shapes, colors, sizes. It's really, really cool.
Because it's a private beach, right?
Yeah, it's like totally private on the beach. Yeah, there's the cute little puppies that come down and hang out, hoping they'll get some food. But besides that, you're all alone.
Yeah. So I love that. So I was wondering, Tommy.
Yeah.
You're an OnlyFans model as well, correct?
Yes.
Have you been doing filming while you're here?
Well, we did a little at the beach.
Oh.
Yeah, I have. I have a boyfriend right now. That's a newer relationship, and he is stuck at home recovering from an injury. So for the time being, we have limitations on our open relationship, which is
You know what?
I'm
I
quite
love
good with.
that, though.
Yeah, me
That
too.
is so, like, and what did he tell you?
Solidarity, right? Oh, he said he would go for it. He asked me, he said, I'm going to go on a hike today or tomorrow with somebody. Is that okay? I was like, you don't need to check. I trust you. Go ahead. But neither of us are going to be inserting things in other places.
Okay.
Sorry,
Besides that,
Marie.
everything's on the
Yeah.
table. Well, maybe we'll maybe I'll make an exception for Marie.
I was going to say, can you receive though?
I just don't receive
You don't
anyways.
receive. Okay, fabulous.
I've
Right,
tried. I'd be fine with it, but I haven't found a way to do that yet.
Okay.
Well,
Should I
goes
hit the
back
red
to
buzzer
daddy.
yet? I'm daddy.
Oh,
No. Okay. Wait a minute now. Wait. Hold on, bitch. No.
Who called room service?
You. Marie did.
That's true.
I guess Marie is daddy.
I think
we should just admit
I think
that
it was
Marie
confirmed
is
that
daddy.
Marie is daddy.
She called room service.
Yeah,
So-
she made it happen.
Yeah, but you ordered, so you're mini daddy.
And what did you do?
You're baby daddy.
What did you do?
baby
I called
daddy.
you. I didn't do anything.
Oh,
I ate
mic
chicken.
drop.
well, we have to ask you, what do you think of the red light district? What's been your experience?
Yeah, I went out there my first night here. Honestly, really cool. I heard a few people were like, "Oh, it's too rocky" or something like that. I sail, so I was
Just
like,
you hold on to the rail while you get rails.
"Yeah, it's not the motion. It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean."
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and you gotta.
Do we have any
you
more of
gotta,
these we can go back and forth?
You know, move with the motion, and let it work for you, not against you.
Absolutely.
Can help.
Absolutely. But what's your experience so far?
Yeah, I love it. You know what I really like about that specifically is I've had some bad dark room experiences and bathhouse experiences. I've also had great ones, but I find that like it's not completely black. You can see who's coming around.
Right.
And
It was Halloween, so you
yeah,
never know. Yeah.
it's spooky. Who doesn't love that? But I feel like that creates a little bit more boundaries around consent and stuff, and so I don't feel. Sometimes I feel threatened in a dark room or.
And that is okay, but they kind of honestly like miss the entire point of it. And I'm not advocating for you to not wear condoms. Like I'm saying, like you're allowed to decide what to do with your body, and you're allowed to. You should be honest about
Make
it.
your choice with
Make
science.
your choice,
Yeah.
yeah. And honestly, like I think it like encourages transparency about STIs, about the last time you were tested. People are going to be less likely to lie, things like that. It helps kind of remove STI stigma. But so that's pretty much the only flack I've received for it. But otherwise, reviews have been fucking amazing, and sales are great. So
Yeah.
Congratulations.
everyone's happy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, we have to talk a little bit about the red light
Sure.
district while we're here. Can you tell us a little bit about your experiences with the red light district? Because I've seen you there. What's your whole number?
I think it was lucky number 13.
Okay, fabulous.
But so I went on Sunday, which was also when I flew in. And so by the time I had to wake up at 5 to get here.
New
and
York,
it's a
yeah.
2-hour, it's a 6-hour flight, a 2-hour time difference. By the time I get there, it's midnight. So it shows you like how badly I wanted to fuck and like be there. And I feel like that was something I saw from everyone there because it was Rocky, you know, like, and you got there and it definitely was. And so like these sluts were willing to like, you know, potentially hit their head, whatever it is, they were willing to die to suck some dick. And I just
love
like
it.
loved that intensity
The
of it. So
commitment.
like, I mean, I fucked 3 guys. I had blew like another 3 guys. And honestly, on the way there, and I knew it was like great vibes when I was like on the skipper. Is that the word? Or what's the the boat that takes you to the
I thought it was
catamaran?
a Tinder,
Oh.
but I don't know. But
I have no
A
idea.
Tinder? I don't.
I'm
whatever
just
it
saying
is.
what Steve says.
Okay, Tinder.
okay, Tinder. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Tinder. Okay, I
Thank
don't know
you.
nautical terms. And they were both wearing shirts that just said "slut" on it, and I'm like, okay, so we're gonna fuck, and we did, and it was great. But I just liked like everyone there was just like unabashedly horny, and like, you know, if you're taking a boat to fuck, like you're there to fuck, and you're really into it. So I just kind of liked that like fun, raw, primal intensity. But it was still like, I don't want to make it seem like it was like intense. Like it
No.
wasn't that. Like it was still
It
playful.
wasn't a music video.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
still playful and like friendly and funny. But like, oh my god, it's really fucking cool to just like, just the whole experience of taking that Tinder out and just like, I don't know, I just like the whole process of it. And I'm going back tonight, so I'm very,
love
very excited for it.
I'll
It
see
should be
you
a lot
there.
of fun.
I might
Well,
see you there.
people can get your book, but I know that you're selling books here today.
And
but
I'll
people,
sign them.
Yes, you were telling us recently, at least when you interviewed us,
Sure.
if you look up Boy Slut, say on Amazon,
Oh.
what's that whole thing?
Oh no! So essentially, like Amazon, like censors curse words. So like, even though like you'll see it's like boy slut and it's kind of written as 2 words, but you have to type it in as 1 word. And this was like a whole fiasco with Amazon. And like we realized it from a book called like Slut Ever that was 1 word that was not. Like that was acceptable and kind of got through the censorship versus like the ethical slut, which is of course like a very famous book on polyamory, still has issues with selling it on Amazon. So you have to look it up as 1 word.
Boy Slut, the word. The
Well, no,
movie.
no.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No, just boy slut as 1 word.
As
Not
one
boy
word.
space slut.
Got it.
Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah, I'll be signing copies. They're $26. I brought a bunch afterwards, so come up and talk to me.
It's a great read. I loved it so
And you can read it in
much.
5 hours. It's really accessible and easy and fun and raunchy and like
And by the pool, having a book like
Oh.
in this situation with Boy Slut is like
you will get laid.
Yeah.
People will come up
You're
to you
helping
and be like,
people-
"What are you reading? Oh my god, you a boy slut?" And so like, yeah,
it's a conversation starter.
it's a conversation starter, undoubtedly.
Well, congratulations on the book,
Thank you.
Zachary Zane.
Awesome.
And how do we follow you?
Oh, Zachary Zane _ on Instagram. I also have like a nonfiction erotica zine called Boy Slut, which is either great branding or very confusing. But that's on Substack, and if you Google Boy Slut, you'll find it as well. And so it's real sex stories that I write, and then I have a bunch of other writers from across the globe. And it's not just like smut for smut's sake. Nothing wrong with that, but it's honestly like you learn something about yourself, or it speaks to like the intersection of like sex and tech, or something kind of cool with that. So it's a little bit different than maybe the erotica you're used to reading, but it is very queer, very raunchy, very fun. So check that out.
Can't wait.
All right, thank
So
you, Zachary
excited.
Zane, everybody.
Round of applause for Zachary Zane.
Yes. I'm just going to check our feed really quick.
I don't
Because
know
we
what's
are
going-
live with Tags Live, Talk About Gay Sex, the live edition. So as you all know, live streams are always a little tricky here. But we're going to give some advice here in a second. And I think we have our first person that we want to bring up that was asking us advice. Johnny over there. Do you want
Are
to
you
come
ready,
out to the
Johnny?
stage while I do this really quickly?
Come on. Come on down. This seat right here is for you.
Yeah. All right, so one of the things that we do, Talk About Gay Sex, TAGSPodcast, after
beautiful.
6 years,
I'm gonna behave.
is we give solicited or unsolicited sex and relationship advice. And Johnny, who we actually met at the airport and rode over here on Sunday. Thank you for the Uber ride, by the way. And did I pay you back?
Yeah, I think you did.
Yes, we did.
First of all, they're not daddies. Whoever said you were daddies, you're not daddies.
I am.
No, woo, no, you're not daddies. No.
Okay. It's a
Are you
I've
a
been
daddy?
taking notes back there.
Are you a daddy?
Yeah, hello.
Oh, hello.
live in New York, yes.
Yes, live in New York, in the East
I
Village.
think this is Daddy Wars. I think this whole episode is going to be titled Daddy Wars now.
Love it. Well, you want some advice, and what is your question to us?
It took me long and hard to think of this
Long
question.
and
long
hard.
and hard.
Okay.
I bet.
So what would you tell someone who is in a relationship who just got out of one with a sociopath who is controlling and jealous, but you still love them?
Kodi?
Am I the sociopath? Is what I'm wondering. No, okay,
I
so
turned it over to you because
I just got out of a relationship, and I have and I wouldn't call my ex-boyfriend.
No.
Okay, all right. Because you made it sound like, bitch.
No. But you just got out of a relationship.
I did just get out of a relationship. I think that you should do your best to part ways with them and really take stock of who you are and what you want out of a relationship. I think that you should not talk to them anymore, basically, because
They're blocked.
Because when they're if they're controlling, and they're going to just try anything that they can do to manipulate you, basically. So I really think that you should block them and take yourself out of that situation, because you are more valuable than that, basically.
Absolutely, and I would second guess you too,
Yeah.
because those are all the things you listed seemingly are not healthy things that I'm sure you want either in any relationship. And so while I would maybe
Not with you.
maybe look at that side on what you don't want, and we talk a lot about on the show, Kodi's a life coach,
Yeah.
about it's okay to kind of ask those questions on why I've done this before, why am I drawing this person, and what do I actually want in my next relationship too. So don't be afraid to maybe look at that and talk to somebody professionally.
Yeah.
It'll never happen again.
You'll never get yourself in that again.
And that's the thing,
My
really.
friends hate him.
That's really the thing. Now you know what you don't want out of a relationship. So take it as a life lesson at the end of the day, because you know what to look out for. You know what you don't want out of a relationship. And you know that will only lead you to what you do want in a relationship, basically.
And not for nothing, your friends really are your allies, and it sounds like you've surrounded yourself with some really great crew of people. So yeah.
Was that a good question?
I was
That was a
You
great
guys were
question.
grilling me all weekend.
We were. From the moment we were in the car to the poolside, we've been. Yes.
I came up with a good one.
It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yes, absolutely. Any shout outs that you want to have people follow you?
Nope. Let's just give it up for them.
Oh, thank you.
Kodi and Steven, yes.
Yes, and give it up for you, too, as
Yeah.
well. Give it up for Johnny, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. I love it. I think we had one other. Thank you so much.
We have one other
Did you
advice.
see him here?
Oh, there they are. Come on up, baby.
We were at the pool working on this show yesterday, and one of the persons that we met was Dan.
Hey, Dan.
From San Diego. Hello.
That's right.
Wow.
Hello.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Daddy.
Come on, B.
Serve it.
Yeah.
Bitch. I have been experimenting with makeup for years and years and years, and finally I feel like I know how to do it, and I love the look.
You look amazing. Yeah, you look very
Thank you.
fresh and fantastic.
Thank
And you had glasses on at the pool yesterday and a hat. so I don't-
Hat, sunnies,
You know.
a new bitch now here at the table.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, you have some advice you're looking for? on here?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. My friend that I'm traveling with, he was like, don't ask this question, that's so basic, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bitch, I want their 2 cents. This is what I want it on. This is what I'm asking. So context, I'm a top haven't really ever bottomed successfully and want to, just like try it, doesn't really work out. So, two-prong question. Number one, do you feel like some people just are not meant to bottom, or do you feel like everyone has the capacity to be a bottom? Second part to that question is, if you feel like some people are not meant to bottom, how do I make peace with that as someone who wants to bottom, because I see firsthand the joy it brings? And then the second question is, if you think that everyone has the capacity to bottom, hit me with your tips and tricks.
You go first.
I'll go first because one of our guests on the show is leading proctologist Dr. Goldstein.
Ooh.
And he talks so much about how anybody could really bottom, and it can be pleasurable for anybody, and not just LGBTQ plus, hetero, friends. And why would you not want to explore
That's
that
what I'm
side of
saying.
yourself?
That's what I want to get to.
And his number one advice is to start with toys, start with smaller toys, so it's not intimidating. And this is what I would tell your bottoms that you want to, and work with them and get them smaller toys so that they can, lead up to it too. And
No,
they're
bitch,
missing
I'm
out.
the bottom in question.
You're the one, yes, right.
Yes.
So
You start with smaller toys.
you start with
Okay,
some, yes.
okay.
we have some upstairs.
You got
if
some
you wanna
links?
borrow
Oh,
them.
all right. Hit me with your room
And
number.
Zachary represents some toys he was telling us in the
The boy slut in the front row?
Yeah.
Yes.
With his shirt off now? Yeah. He's done with this interview. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I honestly agree you can do it. What is your advice?
So I agree with you 100%. Anybody can bottom. I do think that not everyone is inclined to bottom. I personally like to top more. However, I could bottom. I'm open to it. I feel like you're open to it as well.
I see, that is what I want. Like, if I wanted to, I would want to be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm trying to get to.
We're on the same wavelength. So my advice is to find a top that you trust, that you know is more willing to take it slow and easy with you.
I'm
a
that top,
kind
and they're
service
so
top.
hard to
Me
find.
too. Oh my gosh, we're
Bitch.
doing it.
Okay, found one.
So I mean, meet me in my room. Okay, I give
All
you
right.
the no.
And I just like that you're asking the question and you're open. It might be the second prong of your question.
Yeah.
That I'm a former only bottom. Anonymous here. No, not
Okay,
anymore.
all right, Bottoms Anonymous.
And now I have switched over, and I never thought everyone, when I was younger, I always looked younger, and everyone made me a bottom for so long. And
Yeah.
now I really do mean I'm versatile these days, and it's more fun, way more fun if you're versatile. I think you just open up the floodgates to new opportunities.
Pun intended.
So yeah, absolutely.
That feels empowering, sounds empowering. Like, I want to go out into the world, not know who I'm going to have sex with, but know it can go either way, and I'm ready, and no matter what, we're going to have some fun.
And take your time, because you don't want to rush into this.
Yeah.
No, girl, I am trying to take my time, but, like, where are these gentle tops? I have helped plenty of bottom in my time, and where are the tops for me?
Somehow I don't feel you have any problems
I don't
communicating.
think you're gonna have
so you get your point across really well.
Yeah, maybe too well, and they run.
No. Any top that's worth your time is going to take time for you.
Ooh.
And they're going to love to talk to you, and they're going to love to open you up in ways that you've never been opened up before.
What's your room number?
We can talk after the show, baby, okay?
Quick question.
Yeah.
You been to the red light district yet? You haven't?
I have not yet, but I am making a point to go tonight.
Okay.
All right. We will see
So
you
I'll
there.
see you there.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to hear about how your recon went. When we met in the pool, you were going on a mission to get some recon.
I
at the
told
red
you it
light.
was for work. I had to
And
go.
here you are talking about it, so I'm happy to hear the report. Thank you both
Perfect.
for having me.
No,
Thanks
thank
for
you, Dan.
Thank you for your advice.
How can people
Appreciate
follow
it.
you if people want to follow?
At the Dan Larson on Instagram and TikTok. And if you go to at the Dan Larson on Instagram, you'll see the costume that should have won the contest last night. I'm looking at you, Mr. CEO, aka Judge. Just kidding. Mwah. Thank you.
Dan, everybody.
Thank you. Give it up for
Thank you so
Dan,
much.
everybody.
Should we reform our show so we're like on either side of each other?
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, sure.
So what we also usually do on our show, most of our shows, is Hot Topics, and we thought we would do one for you. And checking our camera, are we still good? Are we still go? Okay, good.
We going live?
Yeah. You know, a recent Hot Topic was a Twitter phenomenon where a guy basically wrote on.
Tell me, Joy.
Yeah. Am I being Joy right?
No, you're Whoopi for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right now I'm being Whoopi. So this guy had a laundry list of dating knots, N-O-T-S, and it's pretty much gone viral recently. And basically what he wrote in his app was, you should not go out with me if you're into gay events, Fire Island, gay bars, gay orgies, wear non-traditional male gender-neutral clothing, or paint your nails, have had a history of non-monogamy. It was his other not. Well, you can imagine Twitter, gay Twitter, came after him. But on the other hand, some people in the article where I got this were like, well, everyone has a right to who they like. But I'm sorry, we are at an all-inclusive My Vacaya vacation resort right now in Puerto Vallarta, and this just comes off so nasty, I think. Why do you have to start with what you will not do? How do you weigh in?
No, I agree with you. I think that when you start to limit yourself to things that you are not open to, you cut yourself off from so much pleasure out there in the world. So I think that it just screams of a little bit of self-hate to me, kind of, sort of. If you don't want to go to gay things or do any gay things, it's like you are denying a part of yourself, really. So I would not date this person anyway, so it might be good that they are not wanting to date me either, because I go to all the gay events.
You do.
I do, and I have a thong on most of them. So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking the same thing. I think, well, first of all, I say on our show all the time that I don't do very well on the apps. There's something about, I don't know why, and I'm fine with it. I love meeting people in person here at Vacaya on the Red Light District, and I just think, for me, if somebody said that to me in person, that they're not into this, not into that, I would immediately just walk away, because I don't think people have enough nerve to say that in person to somebody. They're more likely to say it on a phone, on an app. And I just
Keyboard
think,
warriors.
you can't say it to me in my face. I don't want to be a part of it. So, yeah, no. And I'm glad that people kind of came after him, because people screenshotted it. And
really?
Yeah, it was a whole debate online. So, yeah.
Okay, I got to get in that debate, basically.
Exactly. So, well, we want to take these few last minutes that we have here just to real quickly talk about our brand new podcast that just dropped.
Yep.
It's called Of a Certain Age, or as we say, OACA.
OACA.
OACA. It's wherever you get your podcast. And we're basically talking, we have so many different people on the show about the aging process, essentially how to live out loud is our tagline. Just real quick, what's the experience so far?
No, I've loved it. I've loved all of the in-depth and enlightening conversations that we've had. It has been groundbreaking for me personally. It's taught me so much about who I am as a person. It's taught me so much about the life I could possibly live out there in the world. So I really love having these conversations, and it's good to really get some other perspectives and of people that know things about things, basically.
Yeah.
What is your experience?
The same. I think, well, we love TAGSPodcast. And by the way, TAGSPodcast, celebrating 6 years, is available wherever you get your podcasts. But we do 2 shows a week. But Of a Certain Age is now available as well. And I love that we are able, somebody commented and said, I like that you're able to also talk about deeper things as well. Not that
Deeper.
Deeper, yes. And we're doing that on Of a Certain Age pod. But we want to thank you guys for being our studio audience.
Everybody, thank you so
today.
much. You guys have been wonderful.
We really appreciate it. Go to TAGSPodcast.com. Follow us on Instagram. Or in the meantime, continue having
Hot gay sex.
Thank you, everybody.
Good job. Zachary's going to come up and sign some books.